Are you experiencing contrast on your twin flame journey? And you may be asking yourself, okay, well, what is contrast? Contrast happens as a result of making choices and experiencing the result of those choices, but then realizing that that's not actually the thing that you want. And we all have experienced this at some point on our twin flame journey, or you might even be going through it right now. A very quick example that I can give you is, let's say you or your twin flame are experiencing a third party situation. That is contrast, because that's not truly what you or your twin flame desires. You desire to be together. But if one of you is experiencing a third party situation, or your union is experiencing a third party, then that means your union is experiencing contrast. And that contrast does serve a purpose. It's not always fun and it doesn't always feel good. Well, actually, contrast is never fun. But the reason that we experience contrast is because as divine beings, here on earth, we are working our way back through transcending separation. And so, as we're doing that, we're getting clear on what it is that we want to cultivate in our life. And when you're unconscious and you're not fully aware, you are making choices. And those choices stem from places of what you think that you want. So, when you think that you want something and you're consciously or unconsciously choosing it and you're moving in the direction of that want, you are going to manifest that. So let's just say that you are not yet aware of your twin flame journey, but you want a romantic partner. And how you're identifying the romantic partner that you want is based off, well, how do they look? Or maybe there's some values that they have, and that's how you try to find your perfect partner. Well, you are going to meet that person. You're going to manifest as a divine being and as a powerful co-creator in your reality. You will manifest that person. And then you might even have a relationship with that person. You might have a romantic interaction. And I've experienced this, way before I met my twin flame. I was with a soulmate. I had other romantic partners, but without fail, every single time, the connection would quickly fizzle out. It did not last. And if it did last, it's just because we were both numbed out and it was more of a friendship. But those relationships, they served me perfectly. That contrast served me perfectly because I got clear in my heart that I was done messing with, and I referred to it as my one true love. I just knew that I was done messing with people that weren't meant for me. I wanted that one person that I knew in my heart that was created for me. And I didn't know at the time that I was calling it a twin flame, or that's what it was labeled as. But I distinctly remember in my heart, I'm like, I'm done with this. Like, where is my person? Like, I know that they exist somewhere. And lo and behold, not too long after, I woke up to the twin flame journey. And in waking up to the twin flame journey and then doing all of the research that I did and realizing, oh crap, your twin flame is your one true love. They're your eternal lover. I was like all in. I'm like, I'm all committed to this at last. I have found the thing. So all along, you can see that I was creating contrast through a big part of my life and dating romantic or having romantic partners simply to get clear on, oh, you're not for me and I'm not for you. And time and time and time again, I realized, okay, I'm done. I'm done trying this out. I'm done, testing, with partners that aren't for me. Like, where is my person? And then I made a choice, right? I was like done messing with people that weren't for me, and I chose and claimed my one true love. And that's what I called in. And I'm sure that many of you can resonate with this very deeply. You've probably also had other romantic partners and it just didn't hit right like it does with your twin flame. So this experience of contrast, it can go in many different ways. And even once you're in your twin flame union or harmonious union, you can experience contrast as you and your twin flame are cultivating your life together. Because until we have ascended back into our perfect state of oneness with our creator, ourselves, and our twin flame, you will continue to have lessons and experiences, which, some of those are called contrast. to help you get clear on what you do want. And how do you know if you're experiencing contrast or if you're in alignment with what you truly desire? One of those is going to feel like you're constantly pushing against, like it just doesn't fit quite right. It just doesn't, there's a lag in the flow, like it doesn't just fall together effortlessly. Whereas when you're in alignment with your heart's desire, then it's going to flow effortlessly. It's going to come very natural for you. And on a big scale, another example that we can give is that, let's say if, you know, someone's went to college and they have spent many years going for a high education and a very nice degree, and they finally get their degree and then realize, oh, this isn't all that it's cracked up to be. And they find that there's actually something else that they would love to be doing that is completely and totally irrelevant to what they just completed their schooling for. And so as big of a lesson as it is, that person, you know, they went through that schooling, they went through that college to get that degree, and that was their contrast to come to the place to where, you know what, actually I don't want to do any of this. There's actually something entirely different that I want to do. But without having that contrast, they wouldn't have gotten clear in their heart on the thing that they actually desired. So what does this all mean for you? Well, it simply means that anytime you're experiencing contrast, you may not know that you're in it. You may not know that you're even experiencing contrast because it's just a part of the journey. It's a result of previous choices made. And the result of the previous choices made, which most often are all choices made in separation, helps you to get clear to choose what is in alignment for you and your twin flame union. So you don't need to be scared of contrast. It's not a bad thing. It just helps you to identify what you truly desire in your heart. If anything, it should empower you to know what a powerful being that you are, and that every moment of every day you're creating a life that you are choosing, and you can choose all of your heart's dreams and desires. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.